How you guys doing? This is Sean Plouffe from Hitterish.com. Today I'm going to take you through some hitting drills to move better. We'll start the video here. So I want you to notice this position first and foremost. I've created this triangle shape in my arms, and I'll show you what that looks like here. This is a position that you'll see most hitters get to, elbows far apart, bat tipped. I'll take you through some more clips here. Here's Manny. Get into that position. You can see the triangle shape, the bat's up, the elbow's up. Let's see, Ortiz, same position. Chipper. So there's Chipper, there's me, right? And this position is what you'll see from not just these players I've shown, but David Wright and countless others that are pretty good at this game of baseball that we play. So here's the first drill. And all you're going to do is turn that triangle and turn the barrel to contact. You're going to go back and forth, and you're going to really focus on just pivoting the barrel around your hands. I'll show you the side view here. So you see I create that triangle, and I'm just rocking that triangle kind of under my head and into contact. Notice this is just one move. I swivel the bat to contact. Here's the side view here. Boom. Notice at the contact position, both arms stay bent. I'm not trying to push forward. I'm not trying to push to extension. That'll come after contact. One thing I want you to notice is the front foot. I'm kind of at a 45-degree angle. The front foot would be pointing towards first base. That's where most guys are. You'll hear Donaldson talk about landing with the foot open. But in game, you'll see most guys with their toe pointing about towards first base for a righty, and then it'll open up after that. Here's the next drill. You're going to put the bat across your shoulders. And notice I counter rotate a little bit here, but really I'm pushing my hip backwards. So my back hip, my right hip, towards the dugout behind me. I'm kind of counter rotating there, and I'm creating torque between the upper and lower body. Right? You can see the wrinkles in my shirt, and you can see the leg, I'm producing ground force against the ground. I'm extending my hip towards the pitcher. Notice how I haven't spun off the ball. I'm just taking my back hip towards the pitcher or towards the ball. And this drill's made for lining up the shoulders with the plane of the pitch. Most kids are taught don't drop the back shoulder, but especially to hit a pitch down, we need to be able to drop the shoulder enough to line up the height of the pitch. Notice this is how you attack an outside pitch. Notice how I'm not really turning my hips sideways. I'm pushing against the ground, extending my back hip, and that's really how you want to use the back leg. I see most guys twisting the hips and eventually twisting the shoulders and the bat path, and they really end up swinging like the pitch is coming from third base. So let's not do that. Let's take a look here at Matt Joyce. I apologize for the video quality, but you can see the bat, you see the position he's in is much different. I believe he worked with Coach Wallenbrock, who's worked with several major league guys, but you can see how he's really getting down and through the ball. The finish is more out from his body, out towards the pitcher, rather than sideways. So just by setting this up, you see how when I pull back, when I counter rotate, my elbow is drawn back. This is really good because it sets the direction for the swing and allows us to really get through the ball the way we want to instead of spinning off. Here's an inside pitch. You really got to drop down there for the inside pitch. Next drill here, you're going to pull back as you step forward. So the idea here is as you step forward, you're going to pull back with the elbow, and this will keep your weight centered over your back foot. This drill here, most people when they practice hitting the ball the opposite field, they put the tee deep and they set it up, down the middle of our body. But here, I'm hitting the ball off my front foot and I'm forcing that ball to right center. So that's the next drill. To really force this inside path, notice how close the bat stays to my shoulder the entire time. This triangle shape is maintained. And then I really stay inside this ball and drive it to right center. All right, the next drill here. Again, these are less drills and more movements. What happens is you can make up any kind of drill you want, but the ultimate goal should be to move better. So it's hard to see here, I'm wearing all black, but if you look at my shirt, it's kind of wound up here. You can see the wrinkles there. I'm creating tension in my stance, right? So already I have the feel, like Josh Donaldson talks about, the hips opening up when you land. I have that feel right here, where my back leg and my back knee are trying to go to the ball, and my back elbow is pulling back. So they're fighting against each other. And I want to create that tension in my stance. It's a good feel to create that tension even in your stance. And you can see how the leg and the bat kind of move together here. They're very connected here. I'll show you every view. And notice I don't have to counter rotate too far here because they fight against each other. All right, so this is my favorite drill. Same stance we talked about with the upper body. My elbows pull back, and you're going to circle this front foot. And you're going to really get a feel for falling forward, but resisting up top by pulling your elbow back and really getting a feel for maintaining that weight centered over the back leg when you swing. So you're going to fall forward, boom. You kind of see how that works here. Sequentially, and with the way the kinetic chain works from the ground up. I'm pushing off with my back leg, and you can see how the energy is traveling from the ground up. Here's a great example of a player who does that. Again, you'll see the elbow pull all the way back, almost the same position, but you can see how much tension he's creating between the upper and lower body, and how the lower body really pulls the bat around. There you go. All right, the next drill is the barrel flow drill. This is for guys who are new to this. You see my hands are held lower here. The bat's tipped a little bit more. This is something you'll see from older players mostly. Here's Ted Williams. But you really want to get a feel for how light the barrel is in his hands. When he creates this momentum here, what's happening here is he's really twisting the bat with his hands and keeping this back arm bent throughout. See how that happens? So you want to get a feel for that barrel going backwards and keeping that arm bent and going to contact. Here's another view. Again, the back arm stays bent, hands stay at the shoulder for as long as possible. You're really getting a feel for how loose and hingy this bat can get. All right, this last one is for the younger guys mostly. I noticed that when most people demonstrate their contact position, either their arms are extended already or things aren't quite lined up, but you really want to get a feel for holding this position and knowing what you're trying to do, the position you're trying to be at contact. You see both arms stayed bent. The barrel is even with the shoulders. I'm making contact right in front of my front foot. All right, last drill, probably my favorite. We're going to stand with our feet at a 45-degree angle. And we're going to pull back and create tension. So we're creating tension here, and this is really how the body works, is you create this rotational load. This is really the loaded position, if there ever was one. But notice how my body creates energy from the ground up, and we're trying to hit the ball back up the middle of the cage. So you're going to line up as if the pitch is coming from third base, then hit the ball back up the middle. This is what that pass should look like. You pull the elbow back. You really want to enter the zone really, really deep. That's kind of what I'm demonstrating here. If you look at any guys who have changed their swings over the years and really had a lot of success, here's Josh Donaldson. They all found a way to get into the zone deeper. Right? So you see the difference in the back elbow here. And he's creating that triangle, getting that same position we talked about earlier. You see how deep the barrel is and the difference in the position of the barrel. See how he's really keeping the barrel close to him, and he's allowed it to kind of drop in there under and behind the baseball. Take a look at some more guys here. Same kind of deal. That triangle shape, turning under his head and taking the barrel to the baseball. Bonds. Here's that chipper clip we used earlier. This is probably one of my favorite clips. You can really see here how the triangle and the bat move independent of the shoulders. Here you do see his lower body really leading the movement while his upper body resists turning open. There you have it, hitting drills to move better. This is Sean Plouffe from Hitterish.com. Catch you next time.
one that's repping. Oh my God, if I die, I'm a legend. When they lay me down to rest, I know I was always repping. Oh my God, my whole life, my words been my greatest weapon. I know I